All right, I want to show you how to do the billing report. So we're first going to check out our maintenance and make sure that all work that has been marked as done has also been billed. And we're going to go here and select work done. We're going to go to advanced filters and go down to build and select unbilled. So we get all of the unbilled work orders. Scrolling back up, you can see these three have not been billed. So we're going to look at this. We're going to come down and see billable item was just attached, or not just attached, was attached on the 2nd. So I'm going to open that billable item. We're going to see what the vendor did. Cabinet repair, 170, fan rental. So I'm going to take the description here of what he did. So I'm going to remember cabinet repair, fan rental, 170. So I'm going to go to this work order. We're going to go up here and we're going to hit edit. All right, cabinet repair, fan put in place to dry out the cabinet. We're going to come down here to the billable items. And the rate is 170, and that will auto-populate into the total. You can now mark this ready to bill. And now note whether we need to charge the tenant for this or not. This one, I'm looking here, this Anthony. During recent plumbing, it was noted that the water damage, please take blowers. Okay. All right, so that is not something that was the tenant's fault. We'll hit save. So that made the bill ready to be billed, and now we have to create the third-party bill. I've got to scroll up. All right, so the third-party bill was created. Burning Man. It's all right there. Control copy. Control V, so there's your invoice number. We attach the bill to the work orders. We don't also attach it to the invoice, or else the cash flow statement that we send to the owner gets very confusing because there's multiple bills and they feel they have to read everything, and then they think they might have been billed twice. So keep that in mind. All right, so now I need to save and create this bill, but let's see, I'm going to hide that, move that, save and create bill. You have to wait till it processes and look up here and make sure it created it. If it was over $300, it's not going to create it. It's going to give you a warning and it's going to make you do it twice. All right, so that's how you go through the work order billing. Now, the other thing that we have to look for are leasing fees and lease renewal fees. So what I have done is I've ran, if you see at the bottom, a renewal summary, a tenant tickler for move-ins that occurred from January to today, which is March 12th, and a bill detail report. So I did all of these back to January just to make sure I caught everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my tenant tickler and see that Morgan moved in and on January 24th. All right, so that's from the tenant tickler report. Now I'm going to look at the bill detail report and see that Morgan was indeed charged and even paid that leasing fee. So one down. Worker is the second one. Bill detail, worker, yes, charged. And you're going to want to make sure that they were charged the right amount. I've already looked through these reports and did the math. Muchala. Chapel is my personal property. I don't charge myself leasing fees. Then we've got Garcia and First Presbyterian. And you can see Garcia and First Presbyterian not paid out yet. We have 2 renewal fees, all right? So now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the tenant tickler report. And keep that bill detail. So here's the renewal. We've got Low Cost Tires, or let's go with EE Main Street, Guthrie's, Kimmerer, and Rue, all renewed in January. So here's our bill detail report, and I don't see them. I don't see that we billed for them. All right, so I'm going to come over here to Appfolio. I guess I did close it down. So we'll go ahead and open that in a new tab. And I'm going to go to reporting, reports. I'm going to check the general ledger. And we are looking for, on the renewal summary, Guthrie's, Kimmerer, and Rue. So I'll start there. I'll go ahead and see what else I need. Garcia, Kirby, Lowry. And let's see which Garcia I needed. 1604. Kirby. All right. So those are the properties I need to verify a lease renewal fee was charged on. So I'm going to come down here and under the GL accounts, lease renewal fee. I'm going to back this up in case it was charged out in the month prior or something to that effect. So I'm going to go out to December, update that. Okay. So we have Guthrie's, Garcia, Rue. These 4 were all charged a lease renewal fee. Guthrie's, Garcia, Rue, and Lowry. So we've got Guthrie's, Garcia, Rue, Lowry. I don't see Kirby or Kimmerer there. Let me go look again. No. And let's do a customize. There's Kimmerer. Let's just leave these 2 guys in there. And let me go out a little further. Should not be billed out that far in advance. Okay, so I don't think that these guys have been billed for a renewal fee. Let me look at one other thing. Maybe somebody chose the wrong code. So we'll look for lease fee as well. No. All right, so clearly we have not billed for these two, Guthrie's and Kirby. So we need to go back and make sure and bill for those. All right, I hope that's helpful.